Hello friends, this video on current electricity part 10 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 9 before going ahead with part 10. Now we will see how is current related to electrons' drift velocity, because as the electrons drift, that constitutes the electric current, right? So we will see with the help of mathematical expression how current is related to electrons' drift velocity. So here also let us consider the same conductor of length L, and let us suppose that the area of this conductor is A, and we say that the number of electrons per unit volume in this conductor is N. That is, N is the number density of electrons. So number of electrons per unit volume is N. Therefore, what will be the total number of electrons? So total number of electrons will be equal to number density into the volume of the conductor. So that will be number density into volume is nothing but area into length of the conductor. So this will be the total number of electrons in the conductor. So what would be the charge on total number of electrons? Charge on total number of electrons will be equal to E into NaL, right? So this is basically the total charge that is present inside this conductor, right? And what is the potential difference? And we say that let us suppose that the potential difference between the ends of the conductor is V, right? So what will be the electric field? Electric field will be nothing but potential difference per unit length, that is V divided by L. Now let us suppose, now when we apply the electric field, electrons start drifting, right? As soon as the electric field is applied, electrons start drifting. So how much time will it take for an electron to cross the conductor? So the electron will move from this point till this point. So what is the time taken by the electron? Time taken by an electron to cross the conductor, that will be equal to the distance covered divided by velocity. Time taken is anyways always equal to distance covered by velocity. So what is the distance covered? Distance covered is nothing but it is the length of the conductor. So this will be equal to L divided by velocity with which the electron is moving is nothing but the drift velocity, right? Therefore, what will be the current? Current is nothing but charge per unit time. So what is this charge? Charge is nothing but total charge per unit time. So total charge in this conductor is nothing but ENAL per unit time. What is time? Time is nothing but L divided by Vd. So this L and L will get cancelled. So we get ENA into Vd. Therefore, the current in the conductor I is equal to ENA into Vd. So we get, so remember this expression, and from this expression we find that current is directly proportional to the drift velocity. So as the drift velocity increases, the current also increases. Now, you must be wondering if drift velocity is a very small velocity, because in the last slide I told you that drift velocity is a velocity which is of very small magnitude, because the electron basically gains a very small velocity. Then how is it that current travels so fast? If electrons are moving so very slowly with such a small velocity, then how is current traveling so fast? So from this expression you can see that drift velocity is one of the factors which determine the current, but it is not the only factor. The other factors also include the number density of electrons, right? So now what happens is, even though the drift velocity is very small, that is the velocity with which an electron is drifting, that is very small, but the number of electrons which are present within the conductor, that is very huge. So what happens is, each person, let us suppose you have to carry 100 bricks to the 10th floor of a building. Now, if you are the only person to carry those 100 bricks to the 10th floor, you will take some amount of time. Now, let us suppose that there are 100 people to carry those 100 bricks to the 8th floor of the building, then what will happen? All of them will pick, even if each person picks one brick, even then very easily and very quickly you can take all the 100 bricks to the 8th floor. That's because the work got distributed amongst so many people. So similar is the case here. Even though the drift velocity of one electron is very small, but there are huge number of electrons. The number density is very high. So since there are so many electrons, so the small drift velocity of each of those electrons, when considered together, becomes a very high current. So therefore the current is very large. So please make a note of this point. General drift velocity is small, but number of electrons is large. Therefore, current is also large. Right? So now I hope that the concept of drift velocity is clear to you. So I hope now you understood how basically a current flows within a conductor. Who carries the current? How the carriers carry the current. And thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.